Hello KPMG partners and professionals. We are Beta Alpha Psi Delta Gamma chapter number 96 at the University of South Florida in the Southeast region. Our community, Tampa Bay, is home to many families facing food insecurities, students lacking academic support, ecosystems in need of care, and animal shelters seeking advocates. Unlike student organizations, these communities do not pause between semesters, and even when volunteers show up, it is dire that the programming they deliver actually moves the needle. This is why, with 117% membership growth in the last 3 years, we focus on scaling our community impact. But a new critical need arose. With more outreach in the community and more partners depending on us, traditional leadership turnover and inconsistent programming became community risk, not just an internal hurdle. The critical need we set out to solve is, how do you build a community impact model that is both consistent enough to sustain partnership through leadership transitions and smart enough to keep improving the lives of the people it serves?
I'll be showing how our chapter uses Notebook LM to centralize committee manuals across the chapter, but most importantly, in our community service and partnership division. To build a sustainable community service model, we first looked inward. Leadership turnover often creates knowledge gaps that create delays in chapter operations. Using Notebook LM, we centralized a database of historical service data, contact information, and event logistics. This isn't just another management platform, it's an intelligent engine. Recently, our chapter invited KPMG professionals to lead a workshop for our candidates and members. This workshop consisted of a case study in which our members learned about generative AI and how to use prompt engineering and validation techniques to generate relevant insights that optimize results in platforms such as Notebook LM. Using Notebook LM, we've reduced leadership onboarding delays that occur every semester when roles change hand, allowing us to deploy more volunteers to our community faster, while also remaining connected to partnerships that we've cultivated over the years. When you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you have more time for growth and creativity.
Our flagship community initiative is the Financial Literacy Bootcamp, partnered with Take Stock in Children, an organization aimed to serve first-generation and underserved students. We leverage Gemini Pro to transform our static lecture slides into interactive, high school-friendly worksheets. By uploading our curriculum to Gemini Pro AI, which is free for all university students, we generated realistic and age-appropriate accounting scenarios, such as suddenly getting a $200 car repair bill to teach students the difference between fixed and variable expenses. We didn't just teach, we measured. Using data analytics, we tracked a 12 to 15% improvement in task completion and financial literacy comprehension amongst our participants. Our students successfully used the SMART framework to identify 10 scholarships each, leading them closer to a debt-free education. We also incorporated data analytics by gathering feedback through post-event surveys. We did so for Financial Literacy Bootcamp and for our Accounting Preview Day, an annual event where we bring high school students from the Tampa Bay area to USF to show them around campus and introduce them to the accounting program. We also used feedback surveys to identify what students enjoyed most and where they felt most impacted, so that we can keep the events engaging and relevant in the future. Data analytics is also relevant in our posting and brainstorming of community service ideas. We upload our service opportunities to Instagram and our Linktree, where we can then monitor metrics like click engagement and signups to see what our members and candidates are most interested in.
What makes our model platinum is its scalability and meaningful impact. With members and candidates required to complete 8 to 12 hours of community service each semester, this isn't a casual commitment. It's a structured pipeline of community impact that has to work reliably every semester. This past semester, our candidates and members completed a total of 1,821 hours of community service. By using free, accessible tools like Gemini and Notebook LM, any Beta Alpha Psi chapter can replicate this curriculum and maintain its own digital continuity playbook. At Delta Gamma, technology isn't replacing our creativity, it's simply enhancing our ability to serve. We have addressed our weaknesses in leadership transition to create a stronger, data-driven future for our community. This allows us to have boots on the ground faster. Thank you for your consideration.